Hey ladies and gentlemen, it's Dr. Young again. This is Masterclass 3, Advanced Breathing Exercises. Now before we start doing the advanced breathing exercises, I want to review some of the stuff we did at the basic and intermediate. The first one is, remember, we're looking for maximizing the expansion of our lower lungs. So when you breathe down, you want to breathe low, breathe deep. Right? Then when you blow out, remember, we want to maintain the expansion as long as possible. And eventually it does collapse, but maintain that expansion as long as possible, okay? Then the other one is we have the hold, or what we call the isotonic exercise. When we are inhaling, we're going to hold for whatever the count is for that cycle. So if it's 3, we get all the way full. We don't hold our breath, but we keep trying to sip in air. And this isotonic exercise is one of the things that peak athletes and bodybuilders, weight trainers use to fully develop their musculature. In this case, we want to get our breathing apparatus as strong as possible so we can also be a high performer. All right, so the 2 things that we're going to add for the advanced breathing, real simple. The first one that we're going to do is we're going to add the same thing we do on the inhale, the hold for the count of the exercise, on the exhale. So we blow all the air out, and then we keep blowing. Really tighten up. Once again, we're not holding our air, our empty lungs. We are actively trying to push that air out. This will give you tremendous strength when you need it, when you're running out of air. Keep your sound level up, your sound quality up, give the ability to be able to play higher, regardless whether you play woodwind or a brass instrument, and give you the ability to play longer, because your usable air, which is maybe about that much of your lungs, by working on the inhale, we can get more in, and by developing more on the exhale, also get more in. So now we can literally double our lung capacity without changing anything about our lungs. Just strengthening the outer areas, the part where our lung is at the weakest, because it gets the least amount of work. At the top of the inhale and at the bottom of the exhale. All right? So that's the first thing we're going to do. The second thing we want to add is a little bit of resistance for the inhale. So if you take a look at your hand, right about here, you got this area that's, it's got little bumps and, it's not exactly even. That is perfect. Because what we want to do is we want to put that up to our mouth and breathe in. And that makes a resisting sound. It makes sound. You can hear that the air is making some resistance, which is why it's making a sound. We do not need to add resistance to the exhale. Why? Well, because our instrument provides resistance through the exhale. Whether or not you're blowing through a reed opening that's about that wide, or if you're blowing through a tuba hole, which is nevertheless still pretty small. Now when you get the trumpet, French horn, oboe, those sort of things, then we're talking almost pinhole sizes. So the instrument itself will provide the resistance training that we need. But this is, once again, just going to be so that we can get fast air, and so that when we use it, only have a moment for a quick breath, our musculature is developed to the point where we can get in whatever your maximum level of air is. In my case, it's about 5.5 to 6 liters of air, which is unusual for a person my height and my age. That's a liter and a half more than I'm supposed to have. Why? Well, because I'm training the extremes. All right, and that also means I don't have to breathe as often, and that I can develop a lot more power through the instrument because I have more air to work with. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to find your maximum, your best effort, and this advanced one is going to use it. So remember, it's 3, 2, 4, 5, and 6. All right, let's get our metronome all set up. All right, always do it with the metronome. And here we go, blow out first, and then do 3 beats in, trying to get full against resistance. Here we go, ready, hold, out, keep pushing. Great, relax. Now we're going to do 4 beats like that. All right, remember, so we're going to get the air out because the air always starts on an out. All right, we always start with empty lungs. Then we'll bring in for 4 counts, hold for 4, out for 4, push for 4. All right, here we go. Ready, go. Here, ready, breathe. Go. Push. And breathe. Okay, and here we go for 5. Ready to push out. Empty yourself. And here goes. Hold. Out. Push. And relax. Okay, and last one. 6 in, hold for 6, out for 6, push for 6. Ready? Out. Hold. Out. Maintain expansion. Push. Then breathe. All right, and that is advanced breathing. When you do breathing exercises like that every day, I promise within 2 weeks you'll get a huge change. You'll add notes to the upper and lower register, and your ability to be able to phrase will go even further. If you do that for a month, it can be life-changing. You do this every day for 6 months and an occasional reminder, well, you're on your way to music scholarships and professional jobs. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed our breathing exercises, and we'll be coming back to you later with what we're going to do with this newfound air strength.